Welcome back, my name is Rodney and this is Crimes of Grindelwald. This video is all about the new Fantastic Beasts movie. Don't worry, this will be a spoiler-free review because hashtag protect the secrets, and there are a lot of secrets to protect. So if you'd like to see my review of that, then stay tuned for the video. Yesterday, the 13th of November, was my birthday, and my goodness, was it a magical birthday, because I was invited by Warner Brothers to go and see the premiere of the new Fantastic Beasts film, The Crimes of Grindelwald. All I can say about this film is that it was an emotional roller coaster. There were so many ups, there were so many downs, there were emotional bits, there were sad bits, there were happy bits, there were funny bits. So much was happening. It was so fast, like you better be prepared for, like, make sure you have a lot of energy, make sure you've slept, because I was just with such a buzz of excitement that when I was watching, I was just like, there was like silence in the cinema. There were these like crazy fangirls that went as well, and they were like preparing us because they said they were going to scream the whole time, but they were silent the whole time apart from the beginning and the end because there was just so much happening. I think if they whooped or screamed, they probably would have missed a bit because there was just so much happening. Now we obviously know that Newt goes from the UK, well, it all starts in America, which we know from trailers that where Grindelwald is, and then it goes to the UK, and then it goes to Paris. And we know that Newt goes to Paris, again from all the trailers. We also know from the trailers that Tina is in Paris, so maybe that's the real reason why he wants to go to Paris, is because of Tina. Because they haven't seen each other since the first film, and as we've seen from promotional images, that Newt Scamander's request for travel has been denied, which obviously means he hasn't seen Tina. He has to find another way to get to Paris, and as we've seen from the trailer as well, he uses a portkey with Jacob, which again, that's all explained. While he's in Paris, we see that there's beasts escaping, there's new beasts we haven't seen before, there's new drama and villains that he has to battle, and it's all a bit like just so much happening that I can't really say too much without it spoiling it, and it's a bit like there's big battles that we see with like fire and like blue fire and red fire battling with his brother and this and that, and then French ministry getting in and like swirling around these vaults and everything. It's like, oh, what can I say? There's so little I can say without ruining it. A lot of questions are answered in this film, but a lot of new questions are posed, and there are big shockers. I mean, we thought like when Nagini was announced in the trailers, like, I thought that was quite a big spoiler. I'm surprised that they did that, but I almost like they had to because Claudia Kim's character didn't have a name. So I thought that they might wait, but as they revealed that, there are just much bigger shocks than that. So I can see why they were able to announce Nagini, because of so many big things happening. No, not just like throughout the film, but like especially at the end. Like, make sure that you're paying attention the whole way, because it's like shot after this, and then that, and the next movement, and then this happens, and then they go here, and then there's a sad bit here, and then go back to Hogwarts, which we know already, and then there's all this bits, and at the end there's like a big like, oh my god, like this is the big thing at the end, which I think I still have to process the ending, because it was just like, I just have to process it. Like when I came out, I was just like, I think everyone was just a bit like, kind of speechless. It was exhausting. Like, there was just so much happening in this film. Then when I got to the end, it was just like, oh, I think I have to see it again. Like, I can see why so many people who've had the opportunity to see it multiple times, even before its release, have done it. Obviously, it's really hard to review this video without giving away, like, major spoilers, and I really don't want to ruin it for anyone, because I had watched all the trailers, had read a few of the companion books that came with, and there were little like snippets that came out about it, but I was pretty much unspoiled like for any big reveals, and I'd really urge anyone that's going to try and avoid reading any of the spoilers before they see the film, because it was just a lot more impactful. I know, but however, if you have been spoiled for whatever reason of someone who hasn't been protecting the secrets, which is just a terrible thing, and I'm not going to get into that, but my friend that I went with, Maura, she had read pretty much most of the things, and she knew about pretty much the whole film already, And she was pleased because then she could even like pay better attention to the story and make them connect, because she hadn't seen it, but she knew what people had seen. So it doesn't matter if you're spoiled. You can still see and enjoy it, which is a good thing. Don't worry, in quite a while I will be doing a review of the film that will include spoilers, and I will do warnings on that for anyone that hasn't seen it yet. And I can go in depth with all these theories and discuss all these amazing things that come out of this film. So there will be another version of this, but with spoilers, so look out for that in the future. So that's all for this week's video. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this kind of sort of weird review of the new Fantastic Beasts film. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe for more of the same Wizarding World content. You can do that by clicking on that box over there. And if you missed my last video, you can find that by clicking on that box over there. And as some of you know by now, the Wizarding World is just one spell away.